All right, good afternoon, everyone. It's Thursday. Happy Leap Day, everyone. It is the 29th of February, and we're rolling through the first part of the year already. We're going into headed to March, and spring will be starting in a couple weeks. Plus, we have time change coming, not this weekend, but next weekend. We spring ahead, so we'll have more daylight in the evenings, and we won't have much in the mornings trying to get ready for work. But anyways, we have a little bit of a rain sleet mix happening across parts of Arkansas today. We had some snow back in Texas as well, back here in Oklahoma even. And then tonight, as we transition, let me get this banner off here so you can see what's going on. All right, so we will get this moisture basically returning. We have very dry, low-level air across the area. Dew points are pretty low. The temperatures in the 40s, low 50s. But as this moisture comes up, as this upper-level low basically comes across, this disturbance comes across Oklahoma into Arkansas, and then starts rocketing up northeast in through Missouri into basically the Ohio Valley. There could be some rain, sleet mixed because of this evaporative cooling that's happening because of the dry low level air. So it could be it was sleeting today down here in towards Hot Springs, southwestern parts of Arkansas, and the temperatures were starting out in the upper 40s, and it was still sleeting across the area because the air is so dry, and we have the super cooling of the raindrops, and that's why it's turning some of it to sleet as well. So think tonight up here towards parts of northern Arkansas, maybe southern Missouri, basically south of I-44, and more east of Highway 65. I think there's going to be a better chance at maybe a brief changeover from a rain sleet mix to maybe a rain sleet, maybe some snow coming across the area. It's going to be very brief. There's going to be no travel impacts, but I want to show you what's possible as we go in through tonight. And it's just remarkable we're even talking about this when 2 days ago, these same areas were approaching 90 degrees. It's just unbelievable how winter basically comes back and slaps us in the face here. So, all right, let's get into a few models here. And by the way, this cold period that's we're happening right now, it's gonna not last very long. As we go into the weekend, early next week, it's gonna get warm again and almost downright very warm, maybe even hot in a few areas. So stay with us here. All right, let's get into this model. All right, hopefully you can see this on your screen. Okay, so this is this model we're using the Canadian, just to give you a brief synopsis of what's going to happen tonight. But we've had some snow even back here in parts of Texas where those wildfires were. So this is pretty good news out that way. We need to moisten up the ground just a little bit, get rid of those fires. Those fires the other day when those winds were whipping 60 to 70 miles per hour was just a bad scenario. We had some towns hit out that way with those wildfires out that way. So as we go in through later today, in through tonight, this upper level low is basically going to come across. And look what's going to happen up here, possibly into the Ozarks of northern Arkansas and southern Missouri. I think the sleet will be a little bit more expansive than what it's showing here because we've had, like I said, we've had rain and sleet all the way down into parts of Hot Springs, even just southwest of Little Rock. Okay, so this is showing a pretty decent band. I think this is a little bullish because of all the dry air, but this could be what's falling. But is it going to make it to the ground? Is a question mark. But if you get some heavier showers come through, yes, it will make it all the way to the ground, and then we will basically, since the dew point is so low, the temperature as the evaporative cooling happens, it will cool down the surface. So you're going to have some temperature drops as this rain is falling into the drier air. So the surface temperatures will come down, the dew points will come up, and then this is the possibility we have for this evening. Okay, so that's why I think we could see possible dusting of snow in a few areas. I'm not saying it's going to be widespread or anything, but that chance is there for a few pockets here and there. But no travel impacts as of right now. And then as we go into this week into early next week, this is when the next front's coming down. We're probably going to have to start talking about severe weather again next week as well. So, like I said, tonight, this will be starting late this evening into overnight hours. Rain possibly changing to a rain, sleet, maybe a snow mix, maybe briefly changing to mostly snow with a possible dusting here and there across the area. Okay. Also, forgot to mention, please click that thumbs up button, the like button, and comment where you're from. This helps with algorithms so you can see our stuff or our posts in your feed more often. So, over in the supporter hub in the month of March, we're going to be giving away these middle of nowhere weather radios. Basically, it's having a tornado siren in your house, and it's got battery backup. It emits about a 90 decibel alarm, so this will wake you up in case bad weather comes into your area. And we had some pretty nasty, severe weather up into northern Illinois. We even had some tornado damage up in Michigan, even, which in Michigan, they issued their first, I believe one of the National Weather Services up there in Michigan was issued a tornado warning the first time ever in the month of February, which is crazy to think about up that way. So we're just getting into severe weather season, and we're going to start talking a lot more about it. And we'll probably have more uh, informational things coming out too, especially if there's more severe threats. We're trying to get you guys prepared, and we're going to give it. We're basically having a supporter appreciation month over in the supporter hub in the month of March, and we're going to be giving away, like I said, these Midland no weather radios. That basically, if your power goes out, it has battery backup, and you'll still get watches and warnings to your house, and will wake you up. Okay, so if you're not a supporter, come and join us. It's $4.99 a month. Lock in. You can lock that in at the current rate as long as you become a supporter, as long as you stay a supporter with us before prices go up June 1st for new supporters. Okay, so if you are a supporter, um, if you become a supporter between now and June 1st, and if you are a supporter, the prices will stay the same at $4.99 a month. So get locked in on that low rate as of right now before prices go up June 1st. Okay. All right. So let's take a quick another peek here at this possible tonight. I think rain could be mixed with sleet and maybe a brief uh, change over to snow across the pink areas here, basically far northern Arkansas, talking maybe a Harrison Mountain Home over to West Plains, just south of Rolla, south central Missouri, then over to just south of St. Louis, maybe southern Illinois as well. But like I said, maybe a pocket or two of dust, a dusting or so out there, but no travel impacts are possible. This is just crazy to kind of see this as we were just in the upper 80s a few days ago. All right, so that's basically all we have for or now. Also, over the supporter hub in a few weeks, we're going to have the hurricane outlook coming up. It is going to be a nasty hurricane season, we think, but we will have the latest over the supporter hub as we will have the official hurricane forecast out in middle of March or so. So if you're not a supporter, become one today. It's $4.99 a month, and then you can get in on this Midland No Weather Radio giveaway that we're going to do probably every weekend in March. Give away a few of them every weekend, but in the meantime, if you want to join, there'll be a link in the comments. Otherwise, have a great evening, everyone, and stay safe out there. And reminder that don't be shocked to see some snowflakes fly tonight across the Ozarks and far southern Illinois as well. Okay. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone, and stay safe. I'm sure we will talk soon, as we'll probably be talking about more severe weather next week. Have a good evening, everyone, and thank you for watching.